everyone, Yasas Kekalosirfete to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an iconic bakery-style Greek pastry known as Trigona Panoramatos. These are little cone-shaped phyllo pastries that are baked until they're nice and golden and crispy and flaky. And then we soak them in a light syrup. We fill them with a luscious custard. I also like to top it off with some whipped cream and then a little sprinkling of chopped pistachios. These are so beautiful. They're so delicious. You won't even believe how easy they are to make if you follow these step-by-step instructions. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to begin by making the pastry cream, and you can make the pastry cream up to 2 days ahead of time, so that way you don't have to do all the steps in one day. So we're going to take 4 cups of whole milk and put them in a saucepan with half of the sugar. So we have a total of 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. I'll put half in the saucepan with the milk. What that does is it keeps the milk from burning, and I love that step. I learned it from a pastry chef. I stick to it every time I make pastry cream, and it comes out perfect every time. This is gonna go over the heat and warm up while we prepare the remaining ingredients. So 8 egg yolks, save the whites for something else. The egg yolks are gonna go in the little pitcher with half a cup of cornstarch and the remaining sugar and half a cup of heavy cream. Whisk that all together until it's nice and smooth. You can add a little pinch of salt in here, but since I'm using salted butter to finish the cream off with at the end, I'll just skip the salt at this step. Once the milk is scalding hot, we're gonna temper the egg mixture. So slowly whisk the milk into the cold eggs, and it's going to bring the temperature up and keep them from scrambling and keep your mixture nice and smooth. So whisk that all together, then add everything back into the saucepan. This is going to go over medium heat, and you're not going to move from the stove at this point because you don't want it to burn. Keep whisking until it comes to a boil. As soon as the mixture comes to a boil, you're going to see that it's going to thicken so quickly. It's going to start to bubble, so turn the heat off. And then at this point, you can add a teaspoon or 2 of pure vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm using salted butter, that's fine too. Whisk it all together until everything is incorporated and the butter has melted. And then you can transfer it to a bowl. You can pass it through a strainer just in case there are some bits of like hard egg in there. I'm gonna skip that step because I have so much going on today. I'm recording like 3 videos, so I don't have time for it. But if you do, pass it through, and then your cream will be super silky and smooth. Cover it lightly with a piece of plastic wrap if you don't mind the skin forming on top. This is a double batch of pastry cream, much more than you're gonna actually need to fill your little cones up with. But in this house, if I just make the right amount, when it's time to use it, my kids love to eat this while it's still hot. So I make a double batch so I can make sure I have enough for the dessert that I'm actually making. This pastry cream is so good. Anyway, let this cool to room temperature and then refrigerate it so that way it's nice and cool when you're ready to use it. And again, you can make this cream 2 days ahead of time so that way everything moves quickly and easily. Now we're gonna make the syrup. The syrup is so easy. We're gonna add 2.5 cups of granulated sugar to a little saucepan, 2 cups of water, a cinnamon stick, and we're gonna bring this to a boil, whisk it until the sugar has completely dissolved. Turn the heat off and then stir in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Set the syrup aside to cool completely, and just like the pastry cream, the syrup can also be made 2 days ahead of time. Once it cools down, you can transfer it to a little mason jar and keep it refrigerated because you're going to need it to be cool or room temperature to dip the cones in when they're ready. So now we're gonna make the cones. So I'm using half a pound of phyllo. Of course you can make more. Since you're doing this today and it is a little bit time consuming, it would be a good idea to make the whole pack of phyllo, which is 1 pound, because they freeze beautifully. You can freeze these before you bake them. And then if you wanna make these for a party, you can have them on hand once they're frozen. Transfer them to a freezer safe container so they don't absorb any freezer odors. And then it takes like 20 minutes to bake them, syrup them, and fill them with pastry cream, and you have a beautiful dessert ready to go as you need it. So that's a little tip. Make extra every time you're making something that's a little bit labor intensive. This phyllo sheet is cut smaller than the long rolls. This particular brand of phyllo cuts the phyllo into 2 portions and individually wraps each portion, so the phyllo is smaller. So I'm going to use 2 layers at a time. 1 layer brush it generously with some butter, place another layer on top, brush that with some more melted butter, and then I'm gonna fold it in half and then fold it up into a triangle, just like I did here. Once you get to the end, you're gonna cut it in half so you have 2 triangles. I've crumbled up little pieces of parchment paper. This is gonna keep the phyllo open and make that beautiful cone shape, and it's gonna actually leave space for the filling later on. Take the little ball of parchment paper and tuck it inside each of the cones that you've created. Place them on a baking tray that's lined with parchment paper and brush them with some more butter. We want this to be crispy and flavorful. The oven is preheated to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, and these are gonna bake in there for about 25 to 30 minutes until they're beautifully golden and crisp. Keep an eye on them because, ovens bake differently. Some ovens take a little longer. If you underbake them, they will not be crispy. If you overbake them, they're gonna burn. So just keep an eye. Around 25 minutes is what you're looking for, and they'll be just perfectly golden like this. Once they come out of the oven, carefully take out the parchment paper that's in between them, and then we're gonna take 1 cone at a time and dunk them into the syrup. The syrup should be either at room temperature or cold, and just toss them all around until they're coated in that syrup really quickly. Take them out and put them on the baking tray, or you can put them on a rack so that way the excess syrup drips off. And then we're just gonna fill these. So you can fill these with straight up pastry cream and nothing else, but I'm gonna make a little bit of vanilla whipped cream just by combining a cup of heavy cream, a tablespoon or 2 of powdered sugar, and a splash of vanilla extract. Whisk that all up either in a mixer or with this hand blender. Whatever's gonna whip it up into whipped cream until it's nice and creamy, just like this. You can transfer it in a pastry bag. I also filled a pastry bag that's fitted with a large open star attachment. I filled it with a pastry cream, and I'm gonna fill these 3/4 full with pastry cream, and then I'll finish off the tip with the homemade whipped cream. I also like to sprinkle some chopped pistachios on top. You can fill these, again, like I said, with just pastry cream and then finish them off with the pistachios. Leave the pistachios out if you're allergic or if you don't like them. If you want to keep it a little more light, you can do the whipped cream. It's totally up to you. Or Bavarian cream is a combination of whipped cream and pastry cream, so you could combine the 2 and make a lighter version of the custard. I'll put all of these tips on the blog post, but once they're ready, you can put them on your serving platter and enjoy them. These are so delicious and they're ready to serve. Just take a look at how gorgeous these are. I mean, your guests will not believe that you made these at home. These look like you picked them up from a beautiful pastry shop, yet they were so easy to make. You can definitely do steps ahead of time, and I'll put all of those instructions on the blog post so that way you don't have to make these all in one day. That does take a lot of time, but you can do some of these steps ahead of time and then put them all together the day that you're serving them. The contrast of that crispy, syrupy phyllo shell with that luscious custard that it's filled with is just so good. It's like heaven in every bite. I hope you guys give these a try. The exact ingredients and amounts and all the step-by-step instructions are going to be on the blog post, so check it out. It's in the description box down below, dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes,